Welcome to newly rebranded. We have a name after, well, we've always had a name, but we have a more appropriate name
Permanent
for where
name.
we want to take this. We
Yes.
just kind of realized that we've been more sprawling in our conversations, and we felt while we want to keep the main thing, the movies, we felt like a rebrand and a new title would more capture what it is we're trying to do, our vision for the project. And
Yes.
so, you want to tell the people what the name is?
So this is our last episode slash segments, dropping recording with under the name The Moviegoers Pod. RIP to a real one. We're pouring one out to the OG.
We
And
started
we
this
will
September 2024. We
yes.
released January 2025. So we almost hit a year under this title. So
Yeah.
it actually is a bit of a emotional thing to let it go.
Yeah, it
But
is crazy. We spent like 3 months practicing before we
yes,
dropped anything. And thank
stuff
God
that
we
you'll
didn't release
never
those
see.
episodes.
But
Thank God we didn't drop those. We look back and it was actually a little embarrassing. So and the quality was horrible.
yeah.
It looked like 1995. So our new name going forward will be Out the Trunk with Jordan and
Yes.
Darius. We feel like that fits more of our brand and our conversation style, our sense of humor. And it's just a dope ass name, very clean. And so yeah, so keep an eye out for that new cover work and artwork coming out soon and stuff. So we appreciate y'all still rocking with us and looking forward to gaining more of an audience.
Yeah, not only is it a clean name, it's easy to brand. It's also just true. Like we just said, we started
Yes.
with webcams and and bad backgrounds and no lighting and literally
Yep.
out the trunk. So we were selling CDs out the trunk. So I think it
Facts.
fits and it's perfect. And we'll have a formal intro, but for now, welcome to Out the
Yes.
Trunk with Jordan and Darius. We start all pods, all segments with what's on our mind. And recently, Ari Lennox has been in the news. R&B. Ari Lennox, the R&B artist.
Yes.
Recently, so she said she had her colorism complaints about Martin about 2 weeks
Hmm.
ago, which while I don't think they're unfounded, they're
Yeah.
decent rebuttals to it. We won't rehash. We've discussed them before. But recently today, she said something was wrong with Bernie Mac's comedy.
Yeah.
And to be fair to her, what I think is happening is that she's on live on Instagram Live and she's just kind of
Yeah.
riffing, and people are
Talking.
clipping random comments that she's saying,
Yes.
but they're words out of her mouth, so they're fair game.
Yeah.
And so she's like, I don't even know what she said was problematic about it. She just said it was
She didn't go
problematic.
into detail. She just was like, yeah, I looked back at it and it was made me a little uncomfortable. And I just wonder like, okay, so what doesn't make you uncomfortable? Like, and I like Outer Links. I like her sense of humor. She seems like a really cool person. But man, does she love being offended.
Yeah, it's it's like she didn't even okay. So when she says she didn't even specify what made her uncomfortable,
Right.
and so is it just that she didn't like it? Because that's okay.
That is true. Maybe she didn't find it funny. I don't know.
No, but well,
Um,
she framed it like you know what it is. It's like she thinks if she didn't enjoy something, there must be something morally
There's a
wrong with
problem
it,
with it. Yes, yes, yeah, yes.
and something could just not be for you. And it's
Right. It doesn't all have to be offensive. Like things are
no,
offensive, yes, but
yeah, but like I
and
don't
granted,
even remember. I've never heard of anyone say Bernie Mac was problematic.
I don't remember.
I,
Matter of fact,
I've heard
Cat
the Martin
Williams,
complaints before. I've
yeah,
never heard a
that's
Bernie
cool.
Mac complaint.
Cat Williams, when he went on Shannon Sharp, that was the one comedian he made sure to give his props to and
Yep.
speak highly of, and that tells you everything you need to know because he went up there to let the chopper sing. So if you didn't have a
Literally
problem with Bernie,
everybody.
shouldn't nobody have a problem with Bernie. I'm just saying, and also R.I.P. to a legend. But I feel like I don't. Well, I mean, also like if you watch any old stand-up from
Yeah.
20 years ago, you're gonna be like at
Yeah.
some of the stuff they say because we have a different sensibility now. We're more educated now, more aware of different things and
Yeah.
statuses, and we've evolved as a culture.
You froze up a little bit.
Or 1997 eyes, whatever year this stand-up
You're frozen.
came out with.
Like
Did I
literally
lose you?
froze. Yeah, you're
Okay,
frozen. Want me to boot you or
okay,
you want to
you froze
jump?
on my end too. Um,
Well,
shit.
let's
All right, let me go out and go back in.
all right. Yeah, yeah, I think yeah. I should probably do the same, but we'll see
Okay.
if this works. Want me to boot you? Let's boot you. Back in the waiting room. Remove. No, no. What the fuck did I used to do? Okay. You're back.
Yeah.
Uh, All right. Where what's a good cutoff? You start from the top and
Hey,
start your Cat Williams thing, and then we'll just merge it
okay.
there.
All
And a
right, cool.
three
And can you
and
put
a
the notes back in the chat?
yeah, got it. All right. And a three and a two and a one.
Yeah, that's my thing because like when Cat Williams went on Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay podcast, he made a point to give Bernie his flowers and shout out how he was a great comedian and he was good to everyone and all that kind of stuff. So it just was interesting to me that of all the people that of all the '90s comedians she chose to go at, it was Bernie Mac because when Cat went up there, he had one agenda and it was to let the chopper sing, and one of the few people who was exempt, two of the people who were exempt were Monique and Bernie Mac, R.I.P. to a legend, of course.
No,
So I just thought that was really funny.
no, I saw it was I forget the comedian's name. Comic View comedian. Not he never went national, but he was just like a real well-known
Mm,
comic view comedian in the Don DC Curry earthquake type of level of comedian.
gotcha.
And he
Okay.
was just like, dude, we be on the road, get off the show. Bernie Mac, burn the stage down. We trying to get the club. Is women outside? We ready? Bernie Mac, like, no, man, I'm gonna get some food, go up to the room and call my wife. And he was like, I swear to God, no matter, we was outside, we lined up women, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever. He just went to his room. He went and got some soul food, red beans and rice, and he went up to his room and he called his wife. He was like, that dude didn't even go out. He just was a solid, solid dude. So
Yeah.
um, it's just she's just the prompt on Twitter was like who
Yeah.
was
Who
it like
kills the
Ari
vibe
Lennox
quicker?
versus Wale? Who's gonna ruin the
Wale.
vibe in the ring first? And that's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's a
That is
real
a
tough
tough one
one.
because Wale's gonna walk in complaining. That's how he's entering the door.
I said
And
it's
then
the too woke friend versus the whiny versus the always
the too
complaining friend.
sensitive friend.
Too sensitive friend. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah. That's
man,
yeah. And that's the thing too, because for me, it's like, okay, like, and I remember I was watching actually the clip they talked about it on the Button Pod, and Joe was like, "There's a lot of things you could use your voice for that, like, for Black people or like colorism that actually would matter,
yeah,
and this isn't one of those things."
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
It's
Um,
one of my pet peeves is like people they get they want to talk about like the most niche causes of racism ever.
mhm.
Like the I think I've said it in the pod before. Like let's get Spike Lee an Oscar. And while like look,
Yeah,
Spike Lee deserves an Oscar. That's fine.
of course,
But like
yes.
this is what we're marching on Selma for. To get it already like one of the most
Yeah,
wealthy and privileged members of the entire black class of people. This is what you want to rally the troops to get behind. Like I just feel like there's a
yeah,
better
man.
use of
Like we
resources.
have like five causes they're gonna give us, and we
Yeah,
cannot waste those.
not look, Spike gonna be all right. He's fine.
He gonna be all right. He's good. He's fine. Yeah, it's and my thing too also is I think like I don't know which stand-up she was watching obviously,
Yeah,
but if you watch back any of those stand-ups we watched growing up or I'm a big comedy fan, so I loved watching like Raw and Delirious and all the '80s and '70s comedians and stuff. And like yeah, if you go back watch it now with 2025 ears and eyes, you're gonna be like, ooh, that was really offensive. Like that
no,
they shouldn't have said that. But in that time period, that's how people thought and spoke. And obviously we have different sensibility and more awareness and education now. But I mean, you can't. It's not a time cap. It's like a time capsule. You can't
yeah,
just go back and be like, oh, that musket is stupid. It's like, well, that musket was used to win a war at the time period. You know what I mean?
right.
Like,
It's like yeah, and the redcoats like shot one bullet and then reloaded
right.
it.
And then you,
But
right.
yeah, and it's also just you. People only have so much bandwidth for that. It's like
Right.
um there is some element to like can we just like yeah, I think I tweeted it's like it's the friend at the 4th of July party that's just too woke and it's like dude I got some
We
burgers
just
on the
want the day
grill
off.
yeah
We just
like can
having a
you
day off.
just give it a rest
Obviously,
for 10
like I
seconds
don't,
man
yeah, like I don't, I I'm out and I do stuff fun stuff on the 4th of July. Do I
yeah
celebrate 4th of July? No, because it wasn't our Independence Day. But I'm not like gonna if someone says Happy 4th of July, I'm gonna say it back. I'm not or I'm gonna say thanks. I'm not gonna be like,
yeah
well, actually, you know what? They put us in chains right after. I mean, it's like yes, they did, but we don't need to.
I celebrate the 4th of July I was at the pool it's fine like I just don't
I do stuff. I go out. Yeah, I'm just saying.
I
I'm not
just
wearing red, white, and blue, maybe, but
I guess what do people like what are you accomplishing when people are like
yeah,
You think I don't know that what you're telling me? Like,
Yeah.
you think I hadn't considered that there was some form of subjugation for black people on the 4th of July?
And hypocrisy, yeah, correct. I
I
read
mean,
the letter by W.E.B. Du Bois.
yeah, it's like you think you're the only
Sorry,
person that's
Frederick
read a
Douglass.
book. Like it's just like, yes, we all
Yeah,
read those books. You're not smarter than me.
correct.
I just trying to chill today.
Yeah,
You
man,
know,
it's like we just want to throw something on the grill. That's all it is
that's
for
it,
us.
man. Just
You know, we have
that's
364 other days that we literally make political statements. You know, let's
also
just like
just
enjoy the
like
cookout.
when you read like the inability to read a room is just it's
Yes.
borderline like everyone knows that friend, right?
Yes.
And it's just like it's like borderline autistic. It's like, dude, you really think this is like really like you again, you don't see how you're making everyone annoyed right now. Like you don't feel that.
Correct. Yeah, it's like yeah, man, we're like living under like a fascist state right now, a dictatorship. Like you can talk about that. Let's complain about that. I don't know that 1997 stand-ups is where I want to waste my bullets, you know?
Yeah, it's just
Um,
also just again, it seems like a miserable way to go about life, right? Like it's
yes.
you can't enjoy anything because you're always looking for the reason why you shouldn't. And
Yeah.
I just don't think that is listen, it's her life to live. I
I
don't
mean, it's
know
definitely
her.
not healthy for sure.
It doesn't seem like a good a fulfilling way to go through this thing called life because you only get one of them. And so
Correct.
you can make the best
And
of
she's
it or you can
always
whine about comedians in the 90s all day. Your choice.
yeah. And you can and also like this is like her third or fourth time where she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get off the internet," or "I have this
Yeah.
issue with the internet and stuff like that." It's like, okay, well, if you can't handle the internet, which some people can't, and that's okay, then like just don't go on it. Like close the
Yeah.
laptop, turn the Wi-Fi off, do what you need to do. Uh, I mean, like I feel like you're literally like taxing your own mental health by doing
Yeah.
the things you're doing because she can't handle the backlash, but
No.
she won't stop creating backlash.
Well, I mean, she's probably just hopelessly. I mean, people are literally addicted to the internet.
That
Like
is
she's,
true.
you
That's true.
know, but I'm big on fame has its costs, and I don't know if I would
Right.
consider her famous, but
Correct.
you opted into show business. This is not something you have to do. Part of what
Yeah.
comes with show business is this. If you don't like it, that's
Yeah.
fine. I heard Michelin is hiring. I heard Best Buy, if you
Yeah.
don't like it, you can leave. Like no
Yeah.
one I felt the same way when Summer Walker, she's gotten better now, but would like get on stage and
Yeah.
talk about
When
how
she
much
was
she
doing
hates
it and just stand
performing.
still and
It's like,
yeah.
well, you can quit. It's
Yeah, you
fine.
can go back to Magic City or wherever you were
Yeah.
working.
Like I promise you, the music industry will keep going without Summer Walker and her very mid voice. She makes decent songs, but her voice is
Yeah, I like her music.
forgettable. Um, so what they say about
Yeah.
these movie characters that need therapy?
Oh yeah. Well, real quick before we do that, I do want to throw in a dark horse candidate for who also will kill the vibes because we got
Yeah,
Wale and Ari Lennox. I also think Rod Wave would give them a run for their money.
he wouldn't show up. He would just he would. You can't get him out the house. He's the friend
That's true.
that just yeah, I don't offend nobody, but like he's just gonna
Not for
sit
you.
and eat Cheez-Its and watch porn all day. That's it. That's like feels like that's all he does. He just seems like the friend that never leaves the house who just happened to drop some decent music and now we're stuck with
Yeah,
his I think his
stuck in
music is
doing it.
god awful.
I don't enjoy his music, honestly. Also, like all three of them who are talented in varying degrees. Wale to me is like incredible, but
Yeah.
it's just like, man, you can't like you never had a good day. Like you didn't see the sun come up this morning. Like you didn't see a flower, like a rainbow, nothing. Like you ever dated those people where they're like everything they text you is a problem about something? It's
Yeah.
just like, like that's like the vibe I get from these from these three in particular.
And the thing is, it's like you only have but so much space to indulge it because it's just like,
Hmm.
all right, man, this is the fourth day in a row you had a panic attack. What's now? What is it now?
Yeah.
I'm starting to, I just it was like Wale was like, yeah, we was making no hands. It's my biggest hit record. but here's why that sucks. It's like, what the fuck, man?
Right. It's like, dude, stop. Yeah, he
Like,
was like, yeah, I wish I could just go in the studio and not think and record all the time. It's like you can just like I don't know, not think, go in there and do it.
then he's always looking for his props, and it's like, well, dude, only a handful of rappers sell out arenas and state. What is it that you're looking for? Like you've had a
I
career,
don't
you've
really
been
know.
relevant for a decade plus. You've earned a living doing this. Like,
Correct.
you- you- what validation would or do you
You've been
seek?
famous since you were like 21.
Yep.
Uh,
You've been rich as long as I've known you, which is 15
yep.
years.
hmm
What is it that
I've never
what
heard
would make you
anyone's
happy?
I've never heard anyone say a bad thing about his music
No.
ever. I,
And the thing is, man, everybody ain't gonna blow up. That's not,
that's true too.
you
That's true
some
too.
people are just gonna be working musicians, and I wouldn't say even above that, but like he's a working musician, he's a rapper who's made a
Yeah.
decent living and a career, and that's okay.
hmm
Everybody isn't gonna
Yeah, man.
become Kendrick or Drake or Cole or whatever. Like you didn't, and I'm sure you wanted that, but
And
like
he had
these,
his run too, by the way.
yeah,
Like
yeah, he
he had
was,
some smashes.
yeah. It's just stop complaining. It's also just unbecoming of a grown man to be so goddamn whiny.
Yeah, I
It
agree.
is like, dude, come on.
Like if you, it's one thing if you got fucked in your label deal or some shit like that. Like that's relatable and people understand that. But it's like you're just mad about the audience reception, and that's not something that's in your control. And as an
No.
artist, you know that. The second you put it
Furthermore,
out, it doesn't belong to you anymore.
you can't force nobody to like your shit. You can't
You
guilt
can't.
anybody into fucking with your music. They
No.
did that shit with the Tyler lady, and they're like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
she said, oh, honestly, what she said, I didn't find it offensive. What she said was within the context of being South African, made perfect sense to me. People are just whiny and cry too much. But at the end of the day, as a musician, it's your job to get people to want to listen to your music. Most people have to
Correct.
like you to want to listen to your music.
Yeah.
In the music industry, the customer's always right. If no one's fucking with it, no one's fucking. You
Fix
can't
it.
guilt anybody into
Fix
fucking
it.
with it. Like,
Or fix you. Yeah, that's the thing. It's
like
like, yeah,
you
man, you
would. I don't.
if your music is not good enough to the point where people can listen to it even though they hate you, then
Yeah,
you should shut the fuck up.
yeah.
Respectfully.
I don't know what to tell you. This is show business. Everyone isn't going to make it.
Yeah.
And if for whatever reason people don't gravitate towards you, what do you want? You can't, what do you're listing out a bunch of technical reasons why they should, and that's not how the industry
Right.
works.
It's weird. Like I remember he went on remember when Joe and Academics had that show, Everyday Struggle? Did you ever watch that show?
No, I didn't watch that show,
It
but
was
I've
like
heard
back it
of
was
it. That's
basically
the one
like
where that dude called him a bitch to his face, and he was like, "In
yeah,
what
Vic Mensa
sense?"
called him a bitch to his face. Yeah.
One of the wildest things I've ever seen in my
uh,
life.
that
How you asking a
that
follow-up
was the
question?
best day on the that was the best day on the
Could you
internet ever.
please
He was
clarify
like, I
what
feel
kind of
like
bitch I am?
right, like what kind of bitch? He's like, am I just a bitch or a bitch ass nigga? Which
Bruh.
one?
It's like I that's literally one of the 10
That
wildest things
nigga
I've ever seen
sat
on the
there,
internet.
contemplated, and said, he said, I really feel like you a bitch. And he said, in
In
what
what
sense?
sense?
He said, tell me more.
Yeah, he was like, well, actually, I he tried to turn it into debate club. Anyways, where are we
Right.
at?
Um, I remember so Wale went on there after one of his albums and he didn't like the reception. And he just literally goes on there and recites lines and verses from the album and explains them like we're stupid. And I was just like, dude, this is not art. This is so anti-art. I can't even. I was blown away. I've never heard an artist do that before. It was nuts.
If people ain't fucking with it, they ain't fucking with it. And the reason why is immaterial. They just ain't fucking with it.
Yeah.
They don't like whether it be colorism, the fact that you got braids, you're a dude, you're a girl, whatever.
Yeah.
There's two places people get to, discriminate with impunity. It's their bedroom and the music that they listen to, and they don't owe you an
That
explanation.
is a
Like,
fact. They don't. They really don't.
if someone like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, if they're not fucking with it, they're not fucking with it, and
Right.
there's nothing you can do about that. If he or she don't want to fuck you, whatever the reason is immaterial. Like, that's the one place
Right.
where they can
Do not, and
discriminate
also
all they want.
don't
Like,
ask why. Don't ask why ever.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, man. People gotta, I don't know, either toughen up or learn how to just like deal with it internally or within their
Especially
circle.
for a fucking 40 something year old man. All right, we got
Yeah.
you saw a prompt about movie characters that need to talk to the
Yeah.
lady. What was it?
Yes, so I was scrolling Twitter and I saw a pretty interesting thread where a girl, I think it was a girl, tweeted what movie character needed, or movie or TV character needed therapy and didn't get it. I thought that was a pretty funny question,
Well,
and
so
there's a lot of ways you could take that question too.
to be not to be pedantic, but like
Right.
movies and TV shows require conflict. And if it was a bunch of well-adjusted people
Correct.
on TV, no one would watch it. So like all of
There's
them.
no story.
Uh,
Yeah, that's true. That's
right.
true.
But I'll answer the question in good faith. Someone who needs an extraordinary amount of therapy outside of, and we're talking like you want to keep it light, like sitcom characters or like violent movies. Like where do you want to go with
We can
it?
go. Let's do all of it. Fuck it. So
All
like
right.
the first person that came to my mind was Sheldon Cooper.
I think he was. I mean, he was just like extremely autistic. I don't think.
Yeah, well, that too.
I don't. I think for the world that he lived in, I don't
Yeah.
know. Like, what would therapy do? Like, I don't know.
Uh,
He had
well, I mean, just to be
five or
clear, I'm not
six
saying he needs therapy
friends.
because he was autistic. I'm saying he needed therapy. I just think he needed
Well, I
therapy.
mean, I'm not his doctor. I'm just saying. I
Right.
mean, I
I
don't know if he's actually
mean, he did have a
autistic.
social circle. That is true.
He had five or six friends. He had a
Yeah.
girl. He's
Yeah.
gainfully employed at a
Yeah.
high intensity field.
True.
Shit,
He was also he was also
doing all right
horrible
to
to all of
me.
his he was horrible to all of his friends and his girlfriend too.
Well, in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
There's this episode where Leonard is talking about something. I forget what, but he's
Mhm.
like he's speaking and he's just like this. It wasn't Sheldon. He was talking about something else, but he was like, "Yeah, I know he's difficult,
Yeah.
but he's sick right now and he needs us." And da 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 da. And I almost thought that was like a breaking of the fourth
Oh
wall,
yeah, I know what you're
explaining
talking
to
about.
the
Yeah, yeah.
audience
Yeah, I
why
remember
they
the
put up
yeah.
with
Mhm.
Sheldon. On a lighter note, what's the movie? It's one of those movies, one of those with like the 40-year-old virgin dudes. They just did a run of movies. Anyways, their
Oh,
friend gets jammed up and
um
he's in the hospital and they're like, he's an asshole,
mhm.
but he's our asshole. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of what Sheldon was to them. Like
Yeah.
they enjoyed his
Yeah.
company.
That's true.
But I would say,
Um
I mean the easiest ones, Jesse from Breaking Bad,
yep. 100%.
Don Draper from Mad Men.
Hell yes. That's a good one.
But if we're going
Um
like characters that I think would actually go,
yeah.
I was gonna say Molly, but she went to therapy in the show.
But she quit though. She
Yeah.
needed it a lot. Um
Uh,
I'd go let's see. I'd go Harry Potter, definitely. I think he
yeah.
would have gone. He definitely
Uh,
needed it for sure. Who else? Let's see. Tony Stark. He could have
yeah.
used it.
Uh,
Really,
did
all the
Joan from
Avengers.
Girlfriends go
Joan
to?
definitely needed it.
Uh,
Yeah, she did. She did. She went to therapy.
yeah.
That was when she
Um,
cut Tony off.
yeah. Well, didn't Tony get fired from the show or something?
Well, they were supposed to all boycott and leave the show together, but they left her hanging pretty much.
um, I'll never forget the Wayans brothers story when Keenan Ivory quit the show and he walks into the
Uh-huh.
room and he tells Damon like we quit. And Damon was like at the time I was making like 70,000 a sketch and this is fucking
Yeah,
1992, so that's probably like 150,000 a sketch in today's money. And
correct.
he's like my brother walks in and says we quit. I'm like
Oh, you speak French now?
but they stood tall and
Yeah, they did.
that last season of In Living Color didn't have any Waynes on it. So um all's well that ends well. All right, so we
That is
got
true.
the question is during a zombie apocalypse,
Mhm.
what weapon would we use? What was the prompt?
So if there's a zombie apocalypse, what's your
Okay.
go-to weapon? A friend of mine asked me this last night. We're just shooting shit, you know.
Yeah.
Hey Erica, shout out to you. Um,
Shout out to Erica.
and so I was like, well, which zombies are we talking about here? Because I watch a lot of movies, so I was like, are we talking about like Game of Thrones, like White Walkers? Are we talking athletic zombies, like I Am Legend? Or are we talking about slow zombies, like any other run-of-the-mill? horror movie because that would change my answer. But I said, well, first of all, I'm gonna get to higher ground because I don't know how good they are at climbing, and then I'm gonna get a sniper rifle because I'm gonna attack from long range.
That's the reason why most zombie movies have to like skip to the outbreak being full blown because
Right.
it doesn't make any sense why we would ever lose to them, to the
Correct.
zombies because we have fully automatic assault rifles, we have helicopters, we have submarines, we have tanks. Like
Yeah.
we have like the ability to communicate and govern. Like if it, like if it ever
True.
popped off, by the time we knew what was happening, we would coordinate some. Okay, let's figure out a way to lure them into a football stadium and just bomb it.
Bomb
Let's
it. Yep.
let's get
Yeah.
our best shooters and put
Or
them at
shine a
higher
light on
ground,
them or whatever.
mow them down. Like it would obviously we'd lose some
Hmm.
people because it'd take a while to understand what was happening, but
Correct.
we would like they'd never explain how we actually lost to every zombie, except for The Last of Us did a decent job in the sense that they explained the outbreak as a cordyceps virus that got into the flour supply, and so
Hmm.
flour isn't everything, and so people ate the flour and
Yeah.
got
Okay.
sick, and so by the time you eat the flour and get sick, you take a couple of days, all hell's breaking loose. The only people who survived are people who hadn't had any flour in the last 3 days, and if you think about that, that's not a lot
We're
of
all
people.
dead. We're all dead.
Um, yeah, like if you had like flour is in pancakes, waffles, if you had fried chicken, that's in the breading.
Yeah.
Um,
Anything with bread in it.
Anything with bread, any baked goods, any
Yep.
like yeah, it's that flour was a good choice of them to use for the outbreak because
Yeah, that's
again,
smart.
there'd be some people, but it'd be the people who haven't eaten any flour-based products in like three
Right.
days. Because
Okay,
that's
so I'm
how
gonna
long it would
throw
have taken it to get through the supply chain.
right. Okay, so I'm gonna throw an audible at you. So
Yeah,
uh Batman Begins, Scarecrow and Ra's al Ghul, they put the fear stuff in the water system
yeah,
and it doesn't affect anything until you vaporize the water.
okay.
Say they put a zombie trigger in the water, they vaporize it. What's your go-to weapon in that situation?
And I can firearm. I can just pick any firearm I want.
Yeah,
I mean, I would. That would be amongst the civilian population, probably an AR-15. The school shooter weapon would come in really handy.
right. Shout out to Austin Reeves.
That's why I always say every zombie apocalypse movie is inherently conservative because it's like an ode to the Second
Yeah,
Amendment.
correct.
Because if we were a gunless society, we would just lose. So
Yeah, apocalypse movies are basically war movies for nerds.
pretty much.
Yeah,
You survive. It's 30
yeah,
years down the line. Society is be rebuilt within the construct. I mean, there's still like a latent zombie threat, but like
right.
it's not acute
Hmm.
anymore. You've just learned to live with them. They're almost like an environmental hazard.
Okay, yeah,
What is your
like
role?
crackheads.
Yeah, what role would you do in rebuilding the new post-apocalyptic community? You might have some
Um,
electricity, but it's scarce. Like
Interesting. So I'm
it's
gonna
old school, like
right.
literally water
Okay,
pump
yeah,
electricity. You're back to growing
yeah,
crops. There's no mass agriculture. Like everything is, you mean, you're basically transported back to the tech from 1750,
52 or
um,
whatever. Yeah. Okay.
just with guns and your knowledge of
I'm
how
gonna
things used
go
to be.
correct. I'm gonna go probably probably some sort of like community outreach, like looking for other survivors,
Yeah,
like stragglers, in the I don't know, within a X mile radius, something like that. Or yeah, probably something like that. Or maybe like since I have all the information, I guess I'd probably do like maybe education, something like that, like
yeah,
teaching people if because people are gonna have kids in the community, they
yep.
need to know what it was like so we can get back to what it's supposed to be. So probably like education or something like that.
That's the coolest part about The Last of Us is while playing the video game, you see like little remnants of like you stumble upon like so the second game is based out of Seattle, right? And
Yeah,
like
okay.
while you're doing, walking through and traveling through, you run upon like a convention center for like Comic-Con from like before the
Yeah.
outbreak. And like they're just like looking at these comics that I recognize as someone that lives in the present world. But like they're like, what is this? These people, this is what these people did for fun,
Hmm.
and so on and so forth. But yeah, they have like scout teams that go out and like because you pick at
Gotcha.
scragglers because you don't they're an environmental
Right.
hazard that you have to manage. So
Correct.
um I think I would run the community kitchen. I think that would be the best use of my skills.
Yeah, I can see that.
And just kind of it'd be off the top of my head, that would probably be in a post-apocalyptic world. That would probably be the best use of my
Yeah.
pre-outbreak day skill set. Oh. I'm assuming your friend pod followers that I follow, she posted on her story, send him $20 for his haircut. And Shorty, I don't know what year you in, but that 20 ain't. That's you putting something on
That's
it,
actually
but
right, right. So that's my friend Erica. That's the one who asked me the zombie question.
you're not covering the
Um,
whole cut with 20 no more. This is not
you are
2012.
not you're getting you're getting a beard shape up, and
Yeah.
you know what? Let's talk about that real quick. Then we can real quick. We can talk about that. Yeah, first of all, $20 nowadays is gonna get you a beard shape up and a tip.
Yeah. Uh, it's a solid investment. It's a down payment on a haircut, but
Yeah, it's a down payment. Buy now, pay
yeah,
later.
it's a Klarna on a haircut, but you're not getting the full cut for no dub.
You're not. You're getting a shape up, and yeah, that's it.
I wish I knew her because
Uh,
I would have responded like, you need to put that in the inflation calculator and update the
yeah,
price.
bro. That's
I can send you the Bureau of Statistics,
that's
and so you can
nothing,
see.
man.
I
Yeah,
I
it's
looked at
30.
that. I was like, what she think maybe 20. That's what I paid for a haircut.
That's what kids pay for haircuts nowadays.
I, it's been a minute since I got a haircut for a dub. At least 10 years. At least.
Yeah,
Um, we definitely
yeah, I
before
think so.
all
Definitely
COVID
before
inflation.
COVID.
Yeah, way
Yeah,
before.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I used to get in and out for 25, but it's man,
yeah, 20 to 25 maybe.
nah, that 20, listen, I appreciate the gesture, but
Yeah.
you gotta update them prices, mama. That ain't gonna cover the whole cut. It's putting something on it. It's putting
Yeah,
something
yeah,
on
no,
it.
that shit ain't getting you nothing. I remember I saw it last night and I was like 20. I was like, that's not even lunch money.
Yeah, I'll
Girls
pay
be
for the
like, I can't buy
haircut,
no
and you
food with
got me
this.
lunch afterwards. Give me a little 10 piece and a fry, barely. But
Yeah, but I say, yeah, $20 to get me some fast food. That's not getting me a haircut.
no, little chicken deluxe sandwich from the fillet.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll
That's
get two
about it.
sandwiches and a bottle of water.
I was like, I would listen. I thought it was cute, but I was
That's
like,
funny.
I don't
Yeah,
know
it
if that's
is.
gonna cover it, mama.
It's also a great window into how little women know about like
How much
what we
things
pay for
cost.
stuff. Yeah.
They have no idea how much stuff costs because they never have to
20
pay for
bucks for a
anything.
haircut. If I walked to a barbershop and I said I had $20 and I said, what can I get me? They'd be like, the fuck out.
A lineup. You can get lined up for a dub.
Yeah, you can get a
You're
lineup.
not getting no extras. Uh
Not even a little bit.
that is funny. Women are just they have no idea how much things cost because they never have to
It's
spend their own
yeah,
money. Uh
correct.
he said, send them 20 cash.
Okay.
That's cute. That was funny though.
That was. Shout out to
You're
you, Erica. Another.
shout out to Erica. Um, it's very nice to meet you.
Um,
I don't mean I thought it was cute. Sorry, nigga. I'm trying to come
Come
home.
home. That was like the one time Pharrell was good on the
He was good on the
hook.
hook. He's just a fucking fashion designer now. So it's like he
Yeah.
doesn't really have the same passion for it. You see what Rory and Mal said about Travis Scott? Um
Um, no, what'd they say?
it was just like Travis Scott paraphrase him, but like he's due for a huge fall off because his music is hasn't been good in 5 years. And Maul was just like,
Oh,
well, you got a sneaker deal with Nike, you got the fashion thing,
yep.
you're in a movies, you're doing
Louis Vuitton.
WWE. Like that's like music is probably his lowest paying business deal right now. Like you think he's locked in on that? No.
Income. Hell yeah. That's
You
for
know,
everybody.
it's
Yeah.
like
Nobody, that's the thing. Music is a side hustle now.
yeah, and like ain't no money in that shit. And so Travis is at the point
Yeah.
now where like he sits down in the studio and he's like, I'm gonna do all of this for not even no real money to me. And like
Correct.
what is it's hard to stay locked in on that. So
It is because there's no money in that shit now. Like, that's why there's a reason Cardi B has only dropped one album in 10 years. You know, like there's the music industry as a financial income is basically dying. Like I mean, that's why they're all influencers shit now. Like, there's no real money. You can get money for touring, but not for dropping music.
But the thing is, you almost have to drop music to keep tours because people,
Tour, yeah.
But the thing, like,
That's the problem.
yeah, but the thing is, people will blame the labels and stuff. But I always ask people, look at how much your financial outlay is for music now compared to what it
Yeah.
was in
We're
1995,
not
right?
recording, just so you know, in case you wanted to keep this.
This is recording.
Oh, it is? Oh shit,
Yeah.
I'm tripping. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Um,
we're just talking. I don't think it,
yeah, yeah.
but it's like, think about how much your financial outlay is today for music versus 1995, or we'll just say
Hmm.
2005 because we were children in 1995, right? It's like I spend
Yeah.
$12 a month on Spotify. 12 times 12 is $244 a year. That's
Yep.
literally for every song in the history of ever.
Ever.
Unlimited
Yeah.
24/7. One
Yep.
CD used to cost $15. And you'd buy two or three of
Correct.
those a month. And that CD
Yeah.
was one copy. So if it got scratched, if you
Hmm.
lost it, if you lent it out and never got it back, if you left it, so like you'd have to buy it again. There were CDs I bought two or three times because you can let this person hold and never see that person again, or it got scratched up, or I left it somewhere.
Hmm.
It's just like you spend a tenth of what you used to spend on music, yet you want the artist to make 10
Yeah.
times what they used to make. Explain to me how that's gonna
And
work.
that's the thing too, because I was just looking at like a lot of people don't really know how the music industry works. Like streaming has made the music more accessible to fans, and
Yeah.
it's again it's like a pay as you go type thing
Yeah.
now. But it's also kind of killing the drive of the artist to make the music because you have to you have to stream so much just to make a little bit of money.
Yeah.
Like I think it's like I just looked it up right now. I have it up on screen. Like Spotify pays artists on average 0.003 cents to 0.005 cents per stream. So you have to sell 10,000. You have to stream 10,000 units to make like a dollar or some shit. Pandora, it's even worse. Tidal pays a higher rate, but who uses that anymore? And YouTube Music, they're at 0.002.
But like,
So
but artists will complain about that. But at the same time, where would where would the higher payouts come from when people are giving you $10 a month? The problem Spotify has is, and I know this is gonna get people pissed because they don't like to hear this, they need to
right.
charge, they don't charge enough. You should not be able to get the entire history music of music for $10 a month. Like that's just not enough
For
to
10
pay
bucks a
for.
month.
Like that's
Yeah.
just like honestly, if it were truly
Like it's
priced
cheaper than think. Yeah.
for the actual value received, the amount of time you spend listening to music and how much you do it, $50 a month would be a fair price. Like it would be an underpay. Like it just compared to how much other entertainment costs. You're frozen.
Hmm. Yeah.
Do you even hear me? Okay, you're frozen. You're
Shit. Yeah,
back.
you're lagging on my end. Okay.
All right.
I'm back.
Yes, you're back. Yeah, it's just Spotify's greatest sin was out the gate not charging enough. In again, and I
Yeah.
know I'm shooting myself in the foot because I'm not in the line to spend more money for things, but like
Right.
it is insanely, it's way too cheap to have $12 a month for literally every musician's entire catalog, unlimited forever.
Hmm.
That's what I used to spend
Unedited.
on one CD.
Yep.
One. And
Yeah.
so
You're
I
right.
don't
And unlike, like the streaming services that we watch, they're gonna be on Spotify and Apple Music forever.
yeah.
They're not gonna get taken down because the
Like
label owns them. So, it's not like you're paying 25 bucks a month for Netflix, but this movie might not be on here in a month.
yeah. Or it's just like what would Spot would you use Apple? What would they have to charge for you to be like, I can't pay for this anymore? Like what point is it no longer of value? If tomorrow they were like, it's a
Yeah.
hundred bucks a month, you're not canceling. What are you gonna do without music? like,
Yeah, right.
what are you gonna do
Who's
without
gonna First
music?
of all, gyms would close, bars would
Yeah,
close,
like what?
clubs would close.
Well, commercial they have a different license, but like if they hit me with an
Well,
email tomorrow, if Spotify hit me with an email tomorrow and was like, we're raising the price to $100 a month, I'd be pissed.
yeah, I'd be pissed.
But like
I'd be like, well, that's I'm gonna cut back on the DoorDash.
I use Spotify minimum 3 hours a day, every day.
Yeah.
And I honestly probably underselling it because the gym is an hour. I work from home.
Yep.
Between podcasts and music, it's
Yeah, I was gonna say
probably a
yeah, between
solid 5 or 6
yeah,
hours a day.
po- yeah, and if it's
You're
not podcasts and music, it's YouTube, which is, you know, has deals with the music industries, and then if it's not that, then it's like audiobooks.
yeah,
So
it's
yeah,
just
I'd be fucked.
the problem is that Spotify, Apple, whatever, just net the music streamers just do not charge enough money for the product that they provide. They just don't.
Right.
Like they for literally, if you'd have told me
Yeah.
when I was saving up $15 to buy Jay-Z's Hard Knock
Reason
Life
yeah, Hard
or
Knock Life or Black Album.
Volume 2, that one day I would get every Jay-Z song forever for $12. I'd have been like,
What?
did we put a man on the moon? Did we invent flying cars? Like, what do you mean
Yeah.
all this music for 12? I used to pay $15 for one album. One.
Yeah, dude.
And it
Because
was one
if
copy.
hmm
And if it sucked, you
and
was just
that's
asked out. There was no this is trash and go to the next album. You just spent your money.
no, you be fucked, dude. That's what sucks too. Because I think about that. Because I remember like when I'd go to like record stores and stuff like that, or like CD stores, music
No, it was a
stores that
CD
sold
store.
CDs. You know? Yeah, shit. Yeah, like Radio Shack or Best Buy or whatever. And like say you had like $40, so you could really only get one album or a really like old album for like $9, something like
Yeah.
that. And you were sitting there and you were deciding between like
Yeah.
the two albums, and you're reading the track list and you're like, okay, how many songs does this album have?
Yeah.
How long is this album? Who has the most features? What's everyone listening to right now? Like what and which one will I look cooler about who listening to at school? Like
I
and
used to
now
hit
you
my
just have them
boys
all
like,
for
you
eight
buy
bucks.
this one, I'll buy this one, and then we'll swap two
Yep.
days later.
We'll swap.
Like there was like three people dropped today. I'm just gonna listen to all three before my lunch break. No, nigga, that costs money. Like you, I
Yep.
had no $50 to just go
Yeah.
buy three
Yeah.
CDs. Like I had to pick one
Yeah,
and
like
do
imagine
without the
if
other
shoe
two.
companies yeah,
Yeah,
like
I
imagine if shoe
just
companies did that. Like let's say we could pay like Goat app or like Nike
yeah,
$30 a month and we could just get whatever shoes we wanted whenever
yeah,
we wanted. Like
and just
what?
this one's trash. Send it back in a new one. Yeah. That. Anyways, to long story short, I know people don't want to hear this because like everything's more expensive, but the one
Right.
like the best entertainment value I have every month is Spotify. It's not even close. Um, it's a better value than Netflix. It's a better value than Prime. It's a
Yeah.
better value than HBO. If you dollar spent per hour of entertainment, there's nothing close to nothing.
Yeah,
Like
Apple Music for me or Apple Podcasts. Yeah.
again, they could email me tomorrow and say it's the price of the bricks going up. It's $100, and I'd be like, "This is bullshit." Da 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 da. I would not hit the cancel button.
Yeah.
Uh, you want to talk about this album, man?
I'd be like, yeah, so I'd like to file a complaint, but my card number is
Yeah.
281330.
Like, keep it a buck. Like what?
8004.
Like I don't think. I mean, I'm snitching on myself, but like the dollar amount they would have to email me for me to be like, I don't want to do this anymore. It like I cancel Netflix when they hit
Yeah.
like 18 because I don't watch this bullshit. Like I just don't. I don't care about
Yeah.
it. But like Spotify,
Yeah.
if you sat down with a calculator and did the math, like how much am I paying per hour of entertainment? There's nothing that comes close to the value of Apple Music or whatever streaming music
Yeah.
service that you have. And if you add podcasts in
We
there,
really are getting off. Yeah. We really
eh,
are getting off scot-free.
I mean, again, that's the problem is that they just don't charge enough.
Yeah.
Uh, and so when they don't charge enough, they can't pay out enough, and the artists are like, "I'm making way less than I made 20 years ago." Well, yeah, because people are spending way
hmm
less on music than they did 20 years ago. Anyways,